going on, beautiful people? Welcome back to Funnelheads. Today we're going to be talking about a highly talked about topic, which is Carnival Cruise Line's drink package program. I see this everywhere on Facebook groups, chats, forums. You know, people always asking, you know, what is it? How much does it cost? What are the rules? And of course, the question of, you know, is it worth it? So we're going to discuss all that today. If you're new or returning and you haven't subscribed yet, please consider subscribing, becoming part of that Funnelhead family. We'd love to have you. Also, commenting and liking is much appreciated. But let's just get right into it with pricing. So if you are traveling aboard and you haven't booked it yet, you can purchase this program, you know, aboard the ship on 3 to 4 day sailings. It's actually going to run the most at $59.95 per stateroom per person that's over 21. Plus they add 18% gratuities as well. Now on 5 day plus sailings, it's actually a little bit less per day at $56.95. Of course, the same rules apply to that as well. Now this is the way I recommend doing it. If you purchase it before, either you know, over the phone or online, which is the way I do it, you actually save some money, and you actually save some time too, because you're not waiting in line day one trying to get this, you know, sorted out. So on 3 to 4 day sailings, if you purchase it beforehand, it's $54.95, and anything 5 day plus, it's actually $51.95. And then let's just get right into the program and you know, program restrictions for it. So obviously you have to be 21 or over in order to purchase, and each adult, like I said, has to purchase it in the stateroom. So basically, if there's 2 people that are over 21, both people have to purchase the program. You know, you can't have one person on it and one person not, even though that would be amazing and we just share drinks. You know, obviously that's what Carnival wanted to eliminate. So each person must buy it. Now, it has to be purchased for the entire length of the cruise as well. So you can't just pick, like, you know, you want to use it on sea days or something like that. Obviously that would be amazing, and I would totally take advantage of that. But unfortunately, you do have to purchase it for the entire length of the cruise. Only one drink at a time may be served. So you can't, for instance, you know, you want to get a little loose, you want to get a, you know, a beer and a shot or something at the same time. You can't do that, unfortunately. And I think the reason behind this, it cuts down on 2 things. So, and there's a 5-minute time limit. So let's say you order a beer and then the clock starts for 5 minutes and then you can order another drink. But basically that cuts down on 2 things, in my opinion. One is being overserved, of course. You know, safety is obviously very important. And then number 2, it eliminates sharing. So, you know, if you try to order 2 shots or whatever, 2 beers at the same time, you know, you can't give one to, you know, family or friends or whatnot. So that eliminates that, a lot of that goes on. Also, you can't get double shots with the program. Also, the program starts in a 24 period. So from 6 a.m. one day to 6 a.m. the following day, you can have 15 alcoholic drinks in that period. Once you hit 15, you are cut off. They will not serve you any more alcohol. Now, you can still order, you know, bottled water, Gatorades, specialty coffees, you know, anything that's non-alcoholic, you can still order once you reach that 15 drink maximum. You just cannot order any more alcoholic drinks. And then that will restart 6 a.m. the following day, and you'll get 15 more drinks. Now, state and local taxes do apply in the United States. So let's say you're departing from Florida, and you know, let's use easy numbers. Basically, if you order a drink that's $5 and there's state taxes, you know, in that specific state for 10%, you're going to be charged 50 cents that first day, basically, until you get out to sea, and then you won't be charged, obviously, the state taxes anymore. But just keep that in mind if you know, see charges on that first day. That is normal, unfortunately. I am reading a little bit. There's a lot of information, so I do apologize if it's a little broken up. But next item is basically there's actually 2 departure ports in the United United States that the Cheers package program does not work on the first day. And that was actually a surprise for me, because in the last 2 cruises that I took, one was New York and one was Texas, and both of those states you actually cannot use the Cheers package program on the first day. So what does that mean? Well, basically you're not charged for the program that day, but also you know, you can still drink that day. You're just charged full price. So you're charged the drink, the taxes, plus a gratuity of 18% is automatically charged, you know, to the specific drinks that you order just for that day. And then once you get to that 6 a.m. Period of the following day, that's when the drink package starts, and that's, you know, obviously what you pay for from there on out. Again, those states are New York and Texas. Now, Cheers is not offered on 2-day cruises, Europe itineraries, charter cruises, or ship sailing from Australia. Also, you cannot use Cheers at Carnival Corporation's private islands, which are both in the Bahamas. You do have Princess Cay and Half Moon Cay. You can still use the package while you're on the ship, while ported, you know, at those stops. However, it does not work on the island once you get off, which is unfortunate, but understandable. Let's see. Now that we're done with the restrictions and rules, you know, what does it cover? So basically, it covers all spirits, including cocktails, as well as beer and wine by the glass. Now, they do have to be under $20 on the menu, which, you know, I'm about to be on my 25th Carnival cruise. I cannot remember any drink being over $20 or more. If anybody knows of a drink that's over $20 or right under that, let me know in the comment section below, because I'd be interested in ordering those in the future, obviously. But I think the most expensive is, you know, some wines by the glass. There are some scotches that get up there in price around that $14 mark, and then I believe Long Island iced teas are up there as well. But anyway, moving on. Also, sodas, zero proof cocktails, energy drinks, specialty coffees, hot teas, also bottled water, 500 milliliters, and other non-alcoholic drinks like Gatorade and things of that nature are all covered under the program. Also, packaged water in the dining room and specialty restaurants is included, and then you actually get 25% off of some items as well. So menu price for any spirit or wine above $20, you get 25% off on. Also, wine and champagne by the bottle, you get 25% off. And also beverage seminar classes, which are, you know, your scotch tasting, wine tasting. I think there's a beer tasting one as well. So all of those, you get 25% off the price as well. Now, what does the Cheers exclude as far as drinks? Well, your beverage and souvenir glasses, bottles of liquor, of course, beverages offered at the gangway. So a lot of times they'll sell like bottled water or Gatorades and things of that nature when you're getting off at your stops. Those, you know, in the gangway are unfortunately not going to be on, but just get it from upstairs before you come down. Beverages offered through room service, of course, mini bar if your stateroom has one, and then also in stateroom beverages, for example, like those large bottles of water that they keep in your stateroom. Also, beverages offered through wine machines and beer taps, basically kegs around the ship. Now, samples of pricing. So beer typically is served 16 ounces. Some are smaller, others are larger, but they typically will range from $6 to about $8, $7.95. Wine by the glass is going to run about $8 to $14. Mixed drinks are typically $6.95 to about $16. Soft drinks are around $2.95. energy drinks are going to be about $4.95 and up, and then you have your waters, whether it's bottled, seltzer, vitamin, coconut water, all of those are going to be around that $1.25 to $5 mark. All right, so now the big question, is it worth it? And this is really just going to come down to you as an individual, but also the people that are traveling with you in your stateroom, that are obviously 21 and over, because remember, in order to purchase the package, each person that is over 21 needs to pay for it. So I can really only speak to my personal experience with it, and I would definitely say that between me and my wife, we definitely feel like it is worth it. We know that the break-even point is between 4 and 6 alcoholic drinks, whether that's ranging from beer to wine by the glass, and kind of anything in between. It doesn't have to be one drink specific, but as long as we both hit 4 to 6 per day per person, we're ahead of the game. And I say 4 to 6 because maybe one day you had a long day on the island, you're tired, maybe you're not feeling well, whatever the case is, maybe you don't get any, or you only get a couple that day. But then maybe the C days, you have a little bit too much, you get a little bit tipsy, or whatever the case is, but you're over that 6 amount. So as long as you average that, you're in good position. But you also have to think about all the drinks that the program covers that's non-alcoholic. So a lot of your, obviously, like bottled water is huge. We typically will get like 8 to 10 bottles of water per day, per person, really. So after every drink, we usually get one, and then we load up, especially going on the islands. We want to bring a bunch of water with us as well. It covers Gatorade if you're feeling low on your electrolytes, specialty coffee, which we typically will have 1 to 2 a day. Soda, if you drink soda, it covers all of that, plus many other things that I'm sure I'm forgetting, energy drinks, for example. But you have to factor all that into the price as well. So maybe you don't drink as many alcoholic drinks as that 4 to 6, but maybe you make it up with others. So really, you just got to look at the sample pricing at the end of the day, and just kind of think to yourself, well, do me and the person I'm traveling with, or maybe it's you by yourself, but you just got to think, is it worth it? Am I going to break even? And that's the biggest thing. If you break even, or maybe you're just even shy of breaking even, at the end of the day, it may be worth the peace of mind of, all right, I paid for this, especially if you do it before the cruise. You paid for it, it's paid for in total. You don't have to worry about anything. You've got that peace of mind of getting off the ship with, not that gigantic bill, because it can be pretty pricey, especially on the longer cruises if you're doing the drink package. So for our peace of mind, and the takeaway of we're definitely going to get out ahead on most days, I think it is, but it just comes down to you and your specific situation. So unfortunately I can't answer that directly, but hopefully I gave you a good insight on kind of researching it on your own to see if it makes sense for you and your family, or whoever you're traveling with. But that's really it for today. I will post all this information in the description box. Again, if I missed anything, please let me know. If I got anything wrong, especially, definitely let me know. Any feedback would be much appreciated. Again, consider subscribing, becoming part of that Funnelhead family. We'd love to have you, and I will see you perhaps right back here in another video, or on a cruise ship one day. Catch you later.